Okay, this week we've been graphing equations using the slope and y-intercept. Today we're going to continue graphing equations, but we're going to be graphing to see if the graphs are proportional or non-proportional, and interpret the unit rate as the slope of the graph. Then we're going to diagram information from a table, a verbal description, or a graph to determine if the information is proportional. Alright, I want you to get with your shoulder partner, and we're going to do a think, pair, share activity. And you're told that a line passes through -2, 3. Discuss what other information you need to graph this line. Then describe how you would use that information to graph the line and write its equation. Okay, I'm going to give you all about 2 minutes. Okay, so let's bring it back together. Kashi, what did your group come up with?
You will need to use the y-axis, or you need the y-axis, or another point on the graph, or slope.
Okay, do y'all agree? He said the y-axis.
No, I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
It's y-intercept.
It's the y-intercept. He said the slope. And he mentioned another point on the graph. How could you use another point on the graph to determine the slope?
Well, you could use another point on the graph to find the slope.
How do you do that?
Rise over run.
You use rise over run. Good. And then how would you use that information to graph the line and write its equation?
Then, once you have a slope, you just do rise over run to form the line.
To form the line. Good. And then how do you write the equation?
It'll be y equals m x minus whatever. No, y-axis.
Y'all agree?
No, it's y-intercept.
Y-intercept.
Is it y equals mx minus?
Plus.
It could be plus. It all depends on what. If what's positive or negative. The y-intercept. Good. It all depends on if the y-intercept is positive or negative, whether or not it's y equals mx minus b or y equals mx plus b. Good. Now we're going to review graphing equations. So group 1, come up, and I want y'all to graph y equals 2/3 x plus 2. Now everyone else, you need to graph this on your graphing board. Okay. Alright, group 1. What is your y-intercept?
+2.
Positive 2. What is your slope?
2 over 3.
2 over 3. Good. What direction are y'all going?
Positive.
Positive. Are you proportional?
No, because we don't pass through the origin.
Good, you don't pass through the origin, but are you linear?
Yes, because we're in a straight line.
Good, you're in a straight line. Give me 3 solutions to this equation.
0, 2.
0, 2, good.
3, 4.
3, 4.
6, 6.
6, 6. All right, good job, group 1. Okay, group 2. Okay, group 2, you're graphing y equals 4x. Group 1, y'all have this graph. Okay, group 2. What is your y-intercept?
0, 0.
0, 0. What's your slope?
4 over 1.
4 over 1, good. Are you proportional?
Yes.
Yes, how do you know?
Because we passed through the origin.
And it's a straight line. It's linear. Good job. Good use of vocabulary words. What direction are y'all going?
Positive.
Positive. Give me 3 solutions to your graph.
0, 0.
Good. 2, 8. Good job. All right. Good job, group 2. All right, group 3. Okay, y'all graph y equals negative 1/3 x minus 1. All right, did another group graph this? Positive. Okay, group 3. What is your y-intercept?
-1.
-1. What's your slope?
-1/3.
-1/3. What direction are you going? Negative. Are you proportional? Are you linear?
Yes.
Yes. How do you know you're not proportional?
Because we don't pass through the origin.
Don't pass through the origin. Good. Give me 3 solutions to your graph.
0, -1.
0, -1. Good.
3, -2.
3, -2. 6, -3. Good job, group 3. All right, group 4. Group 4, you're graphing y equals x minus 4. All right, group 4. What is your y-intercept?
-4.
Good. What's your slope? 1/1. Good. What direction are y'all going?
Positive.
Good. Are you proportional?
No.
How do you know?
Because we don't go past the origin.
You don't go through the origin. Good. Are you linear?
Yes.
How do you know?
It's a straight line.
You're a straight line. Good. Give me 3 solutions to your equation.
0, -4.
Good.
1, -3.
Good.
2, -2.
Perfect. Good job, group 4. All right, today we're going to translate word problems into equations. Then we're going to graph those equations. So let's look at the first word problem. It says Becky had $4 in her piggy bank. Every day Becky placed $2 in her bank. How could I take that sentence and form an equation? Cashy, what do you think?
So would y be $4?
What would y be? Like which y?
First one.
So like y equals y?
Yes.
Y'all agree? What do y'all think?
No, it should be y equals 4 plus 2.
Y equals
$4.
$4 plus
$2.
$2? Do y'all think there needs to be anything else in that?
4x plus 2. Yeah.
Or x plus 2? Yes?
Yes.
Shaw, what do you think?
That should be 4x plus 2.
You think 4x plus 2?
It should be a dollar sign.
So you think she's adding $4 every week?
No, she said 2, it should be y equals 2x plus 4.
So do y'all agree with Jordan? Y equals 2x plus 4?
Yes.
Good. That is actually correct. Y equals 2x plus 4. So which one is the slope here? 2x, or as Will said, 2 over 1?
2 over 1.
2 over 1. Good. What is the y-intercept?
4.
Good. Aaliyah? Positive 4. Now, what does that slope mean in the context of the problem? What do you think, Will?
It's gonna mean they're gonna rise 2 and go 1.
What does that rising 2 running 1 mean in this problem?
That's how much they're gonna add $2 a week, so they're gonna show growth at $2 every single.
So it means how much she's adding each week. Good.
Each day.
Each day. Thank you. Okay, and what is the meaning of the y-intercept? What's that $4 represent, Cameron?
Oh, what you started at.
Our starting value. Now I'm going to teach y'all a new word. We actually, instead of saying like starting value, you can hear this called initial value. Think about your initials. What does initial mean? Like, let's say, write your initials. What's that mean?
The beginning.
The beginning.
Your name.
The beginning of your name. So the same way here, if I said it's the initial value, it's
Your beginning value.
the beginning value, which is another name for y-intercept. Okay? Let's look at another example. A lawn care company charges $55 to fertilize a lawn plus $15 for each bag of fertilizer it uses. We need to write an equation for this scenario. What do you think, James?
Okay, I think it'd be y equals 15x plus 55.
Good. Y'all agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do we need to include dollar signs in equations?
No, because you're graphing and you won't have dollar signs on the graph, I don't think. Well, you won't have it like directly on the graph.
Yeah, where would the dollar signs be on the
It'll be
graph?
at the bottom, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so it'd be your labels on your X and Y axis. Good. All right, what is the slope in this situation, Austin? 15. Good. What is the y-intercept here? Acavia, which one's the y-intercept? 55. Good. Now, what did the 15, the slope, represent in the context of this problem? What do we think that means? What do you think, Jordan?
The meaning of the slope?
What's the meaning of the slope in this problem?
It means that, for every one bag of fertilizer, their price would go up 15. So the slope would show the price going up by $15 for every one bag of fertilizer.
Do y'all agree with what he said?
Yeah.
He said for every one bag, the price increases $15. So for each bag, the price increases 15. So what does the 55 mean in the context of this problem? What do you think, Shaw?
Starting point.
The starting point.
Initial value.
It's the initial value. Good. But what did that actually mean?
Okay, it means like how much they're already going to charge you for fertilizing the yard, plus you're going to have to pay for each bag that they use.
Good. That's just the cost for coming out and fertilizing the yard. Good. Okay, do y'all have any questions on this? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a table of values and graph this scenario. So let's go back. what was that equation we came up with?
Y equals 15x plus 55.
Alright. So how can I create this table of values? What do you think, Maddie? What can I do? Make an input-output table. Good. So I can extend this table. And what should I plug in for my next value?
1 and then put in
30 and then 2.
no 115.
So 15 times 1.
And then 2 will be 15 times 2.
Well, what do I need to do next? Is my value
plus 55.
55?
Oh, so that'd be 60, no 70.
70?
70.
Good.
So
Okay.
170.
What about 2?
2 would be 85.
85. Good.
3 would be
100.
Good.
And then so on.
And so on.
Keep on.
Okay, can somebody come graph those points for me up here? All right, Cameron. Good, and he connected the values to show that it's going to keep going. All right, now, I could ask you questions regarding this graph. My first question could be, is this graph proportional?
No.
How do you know, Zach Crane? It does not go through the origin. Good. Is it linear? Yes. Okay. Then I could ask, how much would the lawn care company charge for 6 bags? What do you think, Will?
You would have to multiply 15 times 6 and add 55 to get your answer.
Okay, 15 times 6 and then add 55. What is that value?
130.
15 times 6 is 90. Plus 55,
That'd be 145.
$145. Good. Then we could ask, if the lawn care company charged $160, how many bags of fertilizer did they use?
7.
How'd you get that so fast, George?
Because if 6 bags is 145, you already know that 145 plus 15 is 60. So just add in the bag fertilizer.
So you just added the slope of 15 to get one more bag of 7. Was there another way you could do this? Caching? Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
You subtract 55, or 160 and 55. And you'll get 105. Divide this by 15, and you'll get 7 fertilizer.
Perfect. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. That is using inverse operations to solve an equation. Good job. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a group activity. So I need y'all to get in your groups, and we're going to create a poster where you're going to come up with your own scenario. Okay? So you're going to come up with your own scenario. I want you to create your poster to look just like this. And make a 4 square. You're going to put your scenario in the top. You're going to make your input-output table. You will graph that. Come up with 3 questions you could ask another group. And I want you to include your equation, your slope, your y-intercept, and the meaning of the slope and the meaning of the y-intercept on your poster board. Now, on the other side of your poster board, I just want you to write your scenario only. We're going to hang these up and have your other groups answer your questions and see if they come up with the same answers you came up with. Okay, do y'all have any questions? All right.
I mean, like, you company charges $1,000 to come out, and every square foot they charge you $50. For every square foot. And so if the pool is like, I don't know what's a square foot pool, probably like, if the pool's like 100 square feet, then it's like 100 times 100. It's 10,000. That's 2,000.
You said $50 per square foot.
Oh, I was thinking $100 per square foot. $50 per square foot times 50. Okay, let's just say, so it's 50 square feet, and 50 times 50 is what? 2,500. But so your pool is $3,500. That's actually a really low price for a pool. Right now, cool. Let's do that. Zach and Zach's Pool Company. That's like the size of the room. Yeah.
We need something to make a graph.
Go for it.
Points to graph all we gotta do is graph techniques.
I'm giving y'all about 2 more minutes.
96 You need to write the equation first. Write the equation.
Oh, let me write it again. No, I'm not going to stop it.
Yeah, I'll go there.
No need.
I'll go to these squares, so we just need to take.
I like it.
But no, everybody.
What is the y-intercept?
Oh,
Ooh, yes.
what?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, what's the
What is the y-intercept?
Initial. What's the initial value?
Question 2.
Question number 2.
What is the function?
Okay, no. Okay.
What is the function?
Now, if you have a person that buys a pool, it has a 50 square foot pool, what's the cost?
3. What is the function?
The function.
Yes.
What is the function? Huh?
If someone spends $2,000 on a pool,
What was the...
yeah,
What's the square foot?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, group 1.
Charges $1 for every bag of chips. How much would it cost if he bought 5 bags of chips?
$5.
What is the slope for the cost of 6 bags? Shaw.
A 1 over 1.
Number 3. How much would it cost for 7 bags of chips? Cameron.
$7.
Johnny's Pizza uses 7 pepperonis for every 1 pizza. The equation is 7x. The meaning of the slope in the equation is that every pizza increases by 7 pepperonis. The y-intercept is 0. The meaning of the y-intercept is how many pepperonis you start with. Question number 1. How many pepperonis would be on 6 pizzas? Aaliyah.
42.
That is correct. Question number 2. If there are 35 pepperonis, how many pizzas do you have? Shaw.
5.
That's what. Question number 3. Is this graph proportional? James.
Yes it is because it passes through the origin.
Okay.
Alright.
Second X pool company charges $1,000 per pool and $50 per square foot. Cameron wants to buy a pool. He wants to make it 50 square feet. Problem is the y equals 50x plus 1,000. The slope is 50. The y-intercept is 1,000.
What is the meaning of each one?
The slope is per square foot cost and y-intercept is how much the pool costs.
Good. And what were your questions you asked?
Question 1. What is the initial value?
James.
Okay. $1,000.
Yes.
Number 2. If someone wants a 50 square foot pool, what is the cost? Jordan?
It would be $3,500 because 50 times 50 is 2,500 plus 1,000.
Good job. Okay.
Let's go. Number 3.
What is the function? Cash sheet.
Y equals 50x plus 1,000.
Okay. Alright, last question.
Number 4.
Number 4. If someone spends $2,000 for the pool, what is the square footage of the pool? James.
20 square feet.
How did you get that?
I got it because I multiplied 50 times 20 and got 1,000, and then I already knew that the initial cost is 1,000, and I added those two together and got 2,000.
Perfect. Alright, good job, group 3.
Our verbal expression is A&R company has 25 horses. Every day they get 15 more horses. Our equation is 15x plus 25. Our slope is 15 over 1. The meaning of the slope is the number of horses each day. The y-intercept is 25. The meaning of the y-intercept is the number of horses starting with. Questions. How many horses will A&R company have after 7 days? Jordan.
130. Because 7 times 15 is 105 plus 25 is 130.
Correct. Okay, what is the initial value? Maddie?
25.
The table is 0, 25, 140, 255, 370, and 485.
So we've been talking about graphing equations, and today you learned how to use multiple representations to represent an equation. We talked about equations in a word problem, in a table, and in a graph. Give me something that you learned today that you did not know. Cashy.
I learned that if the slope is positive or negative, then the line is going to either be positive or negative.
Good. Okay. Something else you learned today. James.
Okay, I learned that the beginning value of, say, like a vehicle, and if you have to increase a price on it, then the beginning price is also called the initial value.
Good. The beginning price is also called the initial value.
I learned that that the y-intercept is the last number of the equation.
Good. Okay. Anybody else? James.
I learned that the first number of the equation is the slope.
Good. And what is another word for slope? Zach Crane.
Change.
Rate of change. Good job. Do y'all have any questions on the lesson today?
No.
All right. For the rest of the time, we're going to do this exit ticket. Turn it in when you leave.